The entire premise of How I Met Your Mother is that Ted is this hopeless romantic who is in the constant pursuit of the one true love, while his best friend Barney, yes, his best friend Barney, is portrayed as this heartless, borderline, psychopathic womanizer. But is any of this true? Keep in mind that the story is told from Ted's perspective, so he can always change details, situations, and events to better fit his own narrative, which ultimately is that he wants to bank on Robin. The entire story of How I Met Your Mother, all 9 seasons, are not about the mother, about Tracy. They are in fact about how Ted has hots for Aunt Robin and how he spends 9 fucking seasons trying and failing over and over again to ban her. It does make you wonder, did Tracy really die of natural causes, or was there a dark presence in her life who constantly plotted and schemed to free themselves and end up with Aunt Robin? Anyhow, throughout the entire show, while on his crusade to play the bagpipes with Aunt Robin, Ted gets passed around like a big old sandwich at a frat party. Believe it or not, Ted had encounters not with 1 or 2 girls, not even with 5 or 10 girls, but with impressive 58 girls. And out of those 58 girls, only 7 were serious relationships, while the rest were ranging from testing the water dating to casual hookups. And okay, sure, he is young, attractive, and successful architect in the middle of city that never sleeps, but he does sleep a lot. As his crusade to sleep with Aunt Robin does not go very well throughout most of the show, he goes in a crusade to sleep with as many other girls as possible. And in order to do that, he does some pretty fucked up things. So let's go throughout the list of the most fucked up things that Ted Mosby did. First of all, we have to mention that he has cheated on Victoria with Robin. So in this case, he did end up hooking up with Aunt Robin. But in order to kill 2 birds with 1 stone, he also lied to Robin that he broke up with Victoria, and so double points for Ted. Besides that, Ted also manipulated his dermatologist, a single lonely mother, by constantly harassing her, even though she told him that she is not interested in him, as it would be both unprofessional and unethical if she dated him. When you think about it, maybe she did a good thing by leaving him at the altar. She dodged the bullet. And the next one is funny. One time he was bored, he remembered an ex-girlfriend whose heart he broke on her birthday in front of all her friends over voicemail, no less, and decided to manipulate her once again for shits and giggles to come back to him again. Lo and behold, when she started to develop feelings for him once again, he decided to dump her once again on her birthday again. Good one, Ted. Another brilliant point of who Ted really is in season 3, when Ted commits credit fraud by ordering expensive champagne on someone else's tab and makes out with a woman he knows is married. And the next one, you will love next one. In season 1, episode Matchmaker, Ted sneaks into a matchmaking office, steals the personal profile and address of a woman who is already engaged, and tracks her down at her workplace to manipulate her into a date. Bit of a stalker move, Ted. There was also a point where Ted started dating one of his students, went up to her apartment, and got fascinated by her roommate, broke up with his student, and then had the audacity to ask her if her roommate is single. I mean, come on. He also had sex with Barney's little sister. And the list goes on and on with various other fucked up things that Ted did. But if we went to every fucked up thing that he All that being said, I think we can conclude that Ted Mosby is not the hero of How I Met Your Mother. He is the author of his own mythology. After decades to reflect, he tells a story where every mistake has a romantic excuse, every selfish decision becomes a grand gesture, and every rival becomes larger than life. Barney isn't just a friend in that story, he is a convenient excuse. By turning Barney into an almost cartoonishly promiscuous womanizer, Ted ensures that no matter how questionable his own choices are, he always appears to be more moral man. Ted's greatest weapon isn't manipulation in the moment, it's control over the narrative. He decides what his children hear, what the audience sees, and how every character is remembered. Barney's flaws are amplified for comedy and judgment, while Ted's flaws are reframed as the inevitable struggles of a hopeless romantic. The audience is encouraged to forgive Ted because he says his intentions were pure, even when his actions repeatedly hurt the people around him. But let me know, what do you think? Was the Ted real villain of How I Met Your Mother, or was it simply all a grand coincidence? Let me know down in the comments.